The long-awaited third day of the concert has finally arrived, and as many fans already predicted, the moment created on stage completely exceeded expectations. Jungkook and Jimin are back in the center of the world's attention with their warm, sincere, and full of chemistry interaction. Not just an ordinary appearance, what they showed on the third day was successful in making fans, or known as the ARMY, admit they can't move on. Since the beginning of the show, the stage aura brought by the two BTS members has felt different. Jungkook appears with such a strong charm, exuding a charisma that is difficult to ignore. Meanwhile, Jimin comes with a gentle yet alluring aura, creating the perfect balance on stage. When the two begin to interact, the atmosphere instantly changes to become more emotional and full of meaning. One of the most talked about moments was when Jungkook spontaneously approached Jimin in the middle of an appearance. Without any clear script, they stared at each other for quite a while, as if time had stopped for a moment. The gaze is not just an ordinary eye contact, but full of emotions that are difficult to explain. Fans who witnessed the moment live or via live video were immediately hysterical. Not stopping there, Jungkook was also seen smiling sweetly at Jimin several times, while Jimin replied with a shy expression that made the atmosphere even warmer. Small interactions like this are actually the biggest attraction because they feel so natural and not made up. Many say that the chemistry between the two is not just the result of practice or a concept, but really born from a long-established friendly relationship. Another no less iconic moment happened when they sang a song together. Jungkook's melodious voice combined with Jimin's soft vocals creates such a beautiful harmony. In certain parts, Jimin is seen gently touching Jungkook's arm, and Jungkook responds with a smile that instantly melts fans. Simple at first glance, but enough to make thousands and even millions of people around the world feel carried away. No wonder that after the event was over, social media was immediately filled with pieces of video and photos from these moments. Hashtags related to Jungkook and Jimin immediately dominated trending topics on various platforms. Many fans admitted that they rewatched the video many times because they couldn't forget how sweet the interaction was. What makes this moment even more special is how both remain professionals on stage, despite showing such a real closeness. They are able to balance world-class performance with a personal touch that makes the performance feel more alive and emotional. This is one of the reasons why BTS has always managed to steal the hearts of fans around the world. In addition, the relationship between Jungkook and Jimin has long been known to be close. They are often seen supporting each other, both on stage and behind the scenes. This closeness is not just for public consumption, but truly reflects a strong and sincere friendship. This is also what makes each of their interactions feel so authentic and touching. On this third day, it was as if all the elements were perfectly combined: music, lighting, atmosphere, and of course the chemistry between Jungkook and Jimin. It is no exaggeration that many call this moment one of the best highlights of the entire series of events. In fact, some fans called it a legendary moment that will continue to be remembered in the history of BTS's journey. The phenomenon of "can't move on" that fans feel is not an exaggeration. When a moment is able to touch an emotion deeply, it is normal for people to want to keep remembering and feeling it again, especially if the moment involves two figures who are already very loved by millions of people around the world. Interestingly, not only fans pay attention. International media also highlighted Jungkook and Jimin's interaction on the third day. Many articles discuss how the two managed to create such an emotionally powerful moment, even without the need for many words. This proves that their strength lies not only in the music, but also in the connection they establish with each other and with the fans. Over time, this moment will most likely continue to be remembered and talked about. The videos that circulate will be memories that continue to be replayed, while the photos taken will be the real proof of a night full of magic. And for fans, this is not just a pastime, but also an emotional experience that is difficult to forget. In the end, Jungkook and Jimin's romantic moment on the third day is a reminder that behind the glitter of the entertainment world, there is a real human relationship, full of warmth and sincerity. That's what makes them so special, and that's what makes the fans feel so connected. So, It is not surprising that many say that they cannot move on. Because when a moment has touched the heart this deep, forgetting it is not easy. Precisely, it is moments like these that will continue to live in memory, becoming part of a beautiful story that will never fade. The moment that happened on the third day also showed how Jungkook and Jimin were able to build strong wordless communication. On a few occasions, the two seemed to understand each other only through small gestures, a nod, a brief smile, or even the way they stood close together on stage. Simple things like this are actually proof of how deep the connection they have. Not a few fans then began to analyze every detail of the interaction. From the way Jungkook glanced at Jimin during certain parts of the song, to how Jimin seemed to adjust his movements several times to align with Jungkook. All this shows an incredible synchronization, as if they already understand each other's rhythm without the need for verbal communication. For many, this is not just professionalism, but something much more personal. In addition, the atmosphere of the stage on the third day also felt more intimate than the previous days. Many speculated that the two were indeed enjoying every second of the performance more relaxed and emotionally. This can be seen in their more open expressions, smiling more, and not hesitating to show their softer side in front of the public. It's become something rarely seen on a big concert scale, so it feels very special. Their interaction also had a huge impact on the overall energy of the concert. The audience, who initially only focused on enjoying the music, suddenly got carried away with the emotional atmosphere that was created. The cheers turned into hysterical screams, and many were seen shedding tears as they felt touched. This moment not only belongs to Jungkook and Jimin, but also becomes a collective experience felt by everyone present, both in person and through the screen. Interestingly, some longtime BTS fans said that the moment of the third day reminded them of the early days of debut, when the interaction between the members felt more spontaneous and full of warmth. There's a kind of nostalgia that comes through, making fans feel like they're back to an era where everything felt simpler yet meaningful. This shows that even though time has passed and popularity continues to rise, the essence of the relationship between members is still preserved. On the other hand, the influence of this moment also extends to various digital platforms. The fancam video that captured Jungkook and Jimin's interaction instantly gained millions of viewers in a short time. The comments that appeared were dominated by expressions of emotion, happiness, and disbelief. Many wrote that they felt lucky to be able to watch the moment, even just through the screen. This phenomenon also strengthens Jungkook and Jimin's position as one of the most beloved duos in the world of K-pop. The chemistry they display is not just fan service, but really feels sincere and consistent from time to time. This makes their relationship one of the most anticipated aspects of any BTS performance. Furthermore, this romantic moment also opened up a lot of discussion among fans about the meaning of closeness and friendship. Many felt that what Jungkook and Jimin showed was an example of a healthy relationship, full of support, mutual respect, and not afraid to show affection. In a world that is often full of pressure and expectations, seeing a relationship like this becomes something very refreshing. Undeniably, the main attraction of this moment is its authenticity. In the midst of an entertainment industry that is often filled with concepts and scenarios, natural interactions like this become something very valuable. Jungkook and Jimin successfully demonstrated that emotional honesty can be the greatest force in creating a connection with the audience. Even after several days had passed, the talk about this moment of the third day still did not subside. Many content creators make video compilations, in-depth analyses, to interesting theories about these interactions. This proves that the impact was not only temporary, but really left a strong imprint in the fan community.